Greetings Devilkins and creature designers, the name is Tacniss. In this video I'm going to talk about how I design a D&D character. Well, at least I hope I can help you to try and design a D&D character from scratch to finish. This video is not specifically made to design a D&D character only. No, it's for almost everything, for a comic book or video games, etc. Disclaimer: this is not a how to draw video. I'm not going to draw how to draw a face of a character or how to draw eyes in a symmetrical way. No, there are plenty of videos about that. And yeah, don't steal, copy or trace my character. It's a bit rude, and rather use the character as an inspiration. Okay, that's cool. Let's start now. Before thinking about who your character is, what setting or genre are they going to be part of? My character will be part of a dark fantasy gothic horror genre with blood and malice and death setting, where a vampire lord reigns. It is a homebrew campaign created by my DM, so my character must look a bit like a goth. So this sounds a bit cliché, but I use the who, what, where, when and why trick. I like to call it in this video the 5 whys. Or W's. The 5 W's, that's the correct one. Now let me keep talking. Who is your character? My character is Matahari. He is a light domain cleric and a warlock. He can be stern and cold, but once you get to know him better, he's generous and kind. Okay, what is your character? What race are they? How do they look like? So the basic traits of their appearance. My character is a golden colored tiefling, so he has horns, pointy ears, demonic eyes and maybe animalistic limbs. Where does your character come from? Are they from a different culture? Matahari is born in a land with many islands that's based on Indonesia. The islands are colorful, with exotic animals, plants. It's basically a paradise. The land, it has many money-worthy stuff, like from dye, with rare colors like blue or purple, gold, gems, etc. When does your character start adventuring and why? I'm not going to spoil much, but he had a hard time battling against the colonizers, who they have been in war for months, until his patron came and made a deal with him. He was granted with powers. Then Matahari got tasked by someone else to assault the colonizers. During the assault, he lost his eye and got captured by colonizers along with his younger brothers. They were sold as slaves in Monteria and got separated from each other, until Matahari escaped and wanted to find his brothers before returning to his home, but he has to face the vampire lord. If the vampire lord still reigns, no one will escape. So Matahari came from an island and he's not familiar with the strange city and land called Monteria. So he looks alien to them and everyone else looks alien to him. Okay, we got a basic idea who the character is. Now note down the important elements from the 5 W's that must be included in the design. His face should look stern and cold, but not too stern, as he can be soft. He's golden tiefling, a cleric of light domain, so he must have a holy symbol of a sun, for example. He wears medium armor, has Indonesian jewelry and clothing, and must be colorful, exotic. And the last W of when does my character start adventuring, I'll keep it as a secret, but I don't want to spoil anything much because my friends are probably watching this. They also play the same campaign as I. So yeah, maybe he travels something that holds dear to them, like a little trinket or an object from his past. I'll gather all the pictures to make a mood board, with a bit of help from Pinterest. The most interesting pictures that will help me a lot, I made a separate document so I can always find it without opening Google search searching on Pinterest and scrolling through thousands of Pinterest boards. Since the character is inspired by Indonesian culture, I want to visualize it in a design. Since my character wears a medium armor, it is hard to find some armor from the Indonesian culture. I only came across Chinese and Japanese armor, but I found on Wikipedia that the higher ranked soldiers from the Majapahit Empire era wore golden embossed armor with decoration and precious stones on it. I only found the accurate description of the Indonesian armor, but there are no examples of how it looks like, what shape, what color, what does it smells like. I'm thinking, how can I make a unique armor? The world is dominated by Western standard culture, so how can I design armor that looks appealing to the Western audience, but also show them that the armor is inspired by the Indonesian culture, with respect towards the Indonesian culture? I'm 3/4 Indonesian, and I've been in Indonesia several times, so I kinda know what the culture is like. But just to be sure, I keep researching stuff. I want to respect my blood. I look at the architecture of Balinese and Javanese buildings. The shapes of the buildings oddly inspires me, so I use the rooftops of traditional buildings in the armor, like the shoulder pads. I want the armor to look medium armor. For the bottom part of the design, I made different concept art of them. Most people in the Majapahit era wear wrapped cloth called sarongs. It is very versatile and you can make skirts to pants and even a dress. It is still worn till day. I took inspiration from the Japanese warrior costume and jewelry, so I went with the design of a fashionable Becky George. Yes, I love to make fun of my own designs. Once I'm satisfied with the design, I kept painting the shapes and gestures of the armor and the figure. For the colors, I want my character to be colorful. I took inspiration from Balinese and Japanese costume colors. They are colorful, but I want to give some balance of dark colors. He needs to look a bit like a goth. So the armor will be black and I added some darker reds, so the blues and gold will pop. For the symbol of his chest, it's a simple sun, and it may look like nothing, but it's inspired by this Majapahit symbol. Once I'm satisfied with painting the colors, shades, and lighting, I added the details like jewelry, carved decorations on the armor, and small gems. I played around with the saturation filters so the colors don't scream, but are more in harmony with each other. For some reason, I want his eyes to be unique. Because he came from a colorful island full of money-worthy stuff, I want his character to look like that he came from that island. That's why he became a slave. So his slave master can show to everyone that he is a walking gem and gold on legs. I studied the gems of an opal for his eyes and I studied gold for his skin. I want it to look realistic but not too realistic. So shiny but not that shiny. I don't want him to look like metal or rock. Well, he has one eye, the other one is gone. That's pretty unfortunate. I wonder if his eyes are valuable or not. Next, I took inspiration from the birds of paradise and colorful lizards for body paint and tattoo. I've made different color combinations. I want him dark but also quite colorful. I went with burgundy, turquoise and gold. Yep. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video will inspire you and help you to make unique D&D characters. If you like to see more of this kinds of stuff, you can let me know in the comments below, maybe leave a like, share with your friends and buddies, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Tacniss. Don't deal with shady people.